Hello. Good evening. It's just me at the moment. How nice. You're probably all out in your gardens, aren't you? Doing things. You don't want to be watching me live here, do you? No, it's not. No. Okay. Lovely. Just me and you, Paul.
I'm not there.
Aren't you?
No,
Why not?
just can't find it.
Oh, okay. Hello. Welcome. Just me and you at the moment. Yes. Don't know why, but we had slight technical difficulty this evening. Just slight. Nothing major. Welcome.
I've still not got any notification.
Haven't you, Paul?
No.
Oh dear. Paul's having trouble. Maybe a few people are. We've only got me and you two, whoever you are. Say hi. Why not? I don't bite. Not always, anyway. Only occasionally. 5 people. Welcome, all 5 of you. And if you're new, it's Friday evening every week. It's me on the sofa chatting away about all sorts of lovely things without a care in the world. Yes, that's right. So, hello. We've made it to the weekend. Say hi. Let me know you're here. Hi, Anna. Welcome. Hi, Sheila. Welcome. Hello, Charlie. Sam. Carol. Kenneth. You've just popped in from your pool to watch. How luxurious. Luxury. I wish we had a pool, Paul. Where would we put it? On the roof. Yes, we could have a rooftop pool, couldn't we? Probably not. No, I don't think we can afford a pool. We can barely afford water. Looking for, oh, well, you're very kind. One tries, one likes to make a little bit of an effort on this hot, sweaty day. Actually, it's not too bad. It's been really sunny, but not too warm. Apparently, tomorrow is when we're going to get the plume of air from France, which apparently has been extremely hot. And I know that Spain has been very hot as well. I know that they've had a couple of people die due to the heat. So, be careful out there. Don't go jumping into any cold water like some stupid people do. Really, it's not advisable at all. You're not looking forward to tomorrow's heat. No, neither am I. We're probably not going to do anything tomorrow. I've done my cleaning today, a little light housework, a little photography.
Not light housework.
Sorry,
Light housework.
that's what I said, Paul.
Not
A little light
lighthouse
housework. Not lighthouse. We don't live in a lighthouse, Paul. Honestly, really. The jokes, just, he's not very good at jokes. You have to excuse him. They just don't land. No. Green Raven, welcome. Hello, Anna Williams and Anna Kay. I'm sorry, Anna, I can't pronounce your surname.
Kozlowski.
Kozlowski. Is that it? Welcome, everybody. Yeah, we're going to stay in the house tomorrow, and because this house stays quite cool in the hot weather. It's an old Victorian house, as I've said before, with high ceilings, and it does tend to stay cool, about 10 degrees cooler than the outside. And we tend to close it up, close it away from the sun, block out the sun, and just stay cool and move slowly, because that's the main thing. The English, the British, don't really know how to stay cool in their homes. They sort of say things like, open all the windows, let the sun shine in. And then they complain that it's too hot. Well, don't let the sun shine in, block it out. No. That always works. Yes. Hello, Chris. Hello, Eleanor. You're going to have a reading day tomorrow, Sam. That's a good idea. I think we'll probably have a sort of just a lazy day. Maybe watch some television and just do nice, lazy things. And occasionally look outside at the searing heat. You can't believe it's been a week since the last chat. Well, it has. It has. I know, it comes around quickly. That's because we're all getting old. Hello, Cormac. Welcome. Hello, Brian. Well, you know, I don't mind a bit of sun. I really don't. In fact, I did pop outside earlier to brush the patio from all the dead leaves that are already falling. Our garden seems to look like autumn already because the leaves from the trees are constantly falling, you see, and we have lots of trees. So, mind you, I noticed at Kew, it happens where you've got trees, you know, you get leaf litter. So I brushed, you know, I had a little wander around the patio, admired the petunias, which are looking beautiful. What, Paul? Why are you laughing?
I wandered lonely as a cow.
Don't be ridiculous, Paul. I was admiring my petunias, and they're very highly scented too. So the patio is full of this lovely petunia fragrance, and there are geraniums coming out, the hypericum's in flower, my lobelia is crawling around all over the place like a triffid. Hello, Sarah, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we've got a rambling rose that grows over the top of the back door, which is borrowed from a neighbour's garden. It's crawled all the way over here. It doesn't like her garden. It prefers ours. And yeah, the petals from that fall quite a bit, which is annoying. But we have brushes on hand to brush and clean the patio. Yes, Anna, we went to Kew yesterday and we mainly focused on the palace, Kew Palace, and the Royal Kitchen Garden, which if you've not already seen that video, have a look. It was rather fun. We had a good time. It was lovely and warm. The staff at Kew Palace are brilliant. Really good, really well trained, very nice, pleasant people, chatty.
Historic Royal Palaces.
They are the staff of historic royal palaces and based at Kew Palace. Very helpful, very knowledgeable, full of information. There were little talks going on. It was all rather fun, but we couldn't really video it because there were lots of other people and you don't want to invade other people's privacy and, you know, yeah, there you go. Hello, Audrey, welcome. What, Paul?
That's Sam's Rambling Rose.
Oh, Sam, that is a rambling rose. Certainly is. Wow, incredible. Ours is nothing like that. It's a mere bauble compared to that. Hi to Brian's mum. Hi, Brian's mum. Welcome to Friday Night with me, Richard. Brian's a regular visitor here. He certainly is. Yeah, the colour of the palace, it's like this sort of red brick. I don't know whether is it stone or brick? It's paint. I think it's painted that colour, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very vibrant and it sticks out from the green lawn like a beacon. It's very beautiful. The whole place is beautiful, and that particular area there is quite busy. There's usually a lot of people. We will go again. We will visit again during the summer.
Because we didn't see the other gardens.
We didn't look at the palace gardens. We've seen them before, but we didn't thoroughly investigate because, frankly, I needed to eat. And I don't know about you, but when I need to eat, I get very irritable. Very irritable. Hangry, I think they call it, don't they? So, yeah. Is it far from the station?
It's about a quarter of a mile to the main gate, and then another quarter of a mile.
Yeah, I think it would probably take you a good 20 minutes to get to the first gate, which is the, what's it called, that gate? It's not Brentford Gate, the other gate that's along that street off Kew Green.
There's Kew Underground and there's Kew Station.
Okay.
Kew Station.
Have a look on a map.
Yeah.
That's probably the best thing. But it is walkable, you know.
And you go over the Thames.
And yeah, you cross the Thames, Kew Bridge from Kew Station. So yeah, it's quite easily doable, you know. And there are plenty of places to eat in Kew and get a drink. So you can refresh yourself when you're, you know, when you're there. Hello, Julie, welcome. There is a taxi company right by the station, actually, isn't there, Paul? I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. I'm sure I've seen blah, blah, blah taxis. Well, check it out. Check Google Maps.
There's bus.
Yeah, there's a bus.
Buses.
Buses. It's London. There's transport, always available. There's always a way, always. Hey, Ken and Jane, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Lovely to see you. Hello, Christine, welcome. We've got 33 people here. Oh, you don't need to worry about being late. Don't worry. It's not a problem at all. Hello, Sandra. Who have I missed? Have I missed anybody? I don't think I have. We were just talking about Kew Gardens, which is a regular haunt of ours, and you'll see we have a Kew playlist on the channel. So check that out, have a look. There's plenty to see. I think we went for a walk. I think it must have been a year ago or something in the winter. I think we did a walk there. I can't remember. There's about 4 or 5, maybe 6 videos of Kew on there. Have a look, check it out. And of course, they've got a website as well, kew.org. So there we go, there we are. Mandy, hello, welcome. So it is going to be a scorcher, Sarah, tomorrow. We're going to get heat of 31 to 34 degrees, but only for tomorrow. Thank goodness, because I personally cannot stand the heat. I don't feel alive in the summer. I feel tired all the time. And in the winter, I feel alive. I feel ready to walk and do things and be active. In the summer, I just want to sit and do nothing. I did the housework today. It wasn't too bad today. It wasn't too warm. But as soon as you start getting active, even in 25-degree heat, you just start to sweat and melt and feel yucky. Ugh. Blech. There we are. Welcome, welcome, What I Grow NL allotment. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, sun cream. I go on at Paul all the time. Don't go out without sunscreen on. I wear Factor 100. Yeah, always. And I don't slather it on. I just wear a little bit. And also what I sometimes do, if I don't want to cake myself in it and I'm just going out for a short time, I mix it with my moisturizer and then moisturize, and it always protects. I mean, look at me, I'm 52 years of age. I've got the skin of a 13-year-old.
He wants it back.
Hampton Court. Yes, we will be going to Hampton Court again because we want to investigate the gardens there. The last time we went to Hampton Court was during when was it, Paul? Late winter.
February.
I think it was February that we went. So they were working on the gardens then, preparing the beds. So we'd like to visit. But you have to choose your time carefully because Hampton Court can get very, very busy. And as you know, Paul and I aren't lovers of huge crowds of people. We prefer to have the whole place to ourselves, just like royalty do. We are a pair of old queens, after all. There we are. Let me just catch up. So Ken and Jane, you're in Northern California. Anna, you're watching from under the umbrella on the patio. How lovely. How lovely. Eccentric nature, your wife would agree on the heat. You can handle it a little bit better, but it's the Caribbean blood. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm pale. I'm very English. I wilt in the heat very easily. Paul's a little bit more of a heat lover. He enjoys it a little bit more than me because he goes, first of all, his skin goes brown at the mere hint of summer. He just turns brown. And I sort of go from pale blue to pink and then to a slight golden color and then back to pink again when it all washes off in about a week. There's absolutely no point in me sunbathing. I can't retain a tan. So, yeah, whereas Paul just goes brown and stays brown all summer. I know. You are brown. You're brown already, Paul. He's brown. And to be honest, I've given up wanting a tan. In my 20s, which was back in the 80s, the thing to have was a tan. You know, I was constantly using self-tanning products, which in those days were absolutely terrible. Most of them just washed off. So if you got caught in the rain, you'd end up with streaky legs. Yeah, not an attractive look on a night out. So, you know, I used to do sunbeds. That was the only way I could keep a tan. I didn't overdo them. I just used to use them for a few weeks in the summer, just to give myself a glow. And touch wood, that's not caused anything nasty yet. But now I don't go in the sun without a hat, and factor 100. There we go. So, just catching up. Sorry, guys. Just having a little look. Paul's always looked Italian. Well, he's kind of leaning towards French, really, being from Guernsey. His family probably would have come from France originally, I suppose.
My DNA.
Yeah, he's sort of French DNA, I guess. Well, this is the thing. I had my DNA done, and I'm only 22% British. So my roots are Western Europe. So that's France, Germany, around there, you know. So there you go. And I have a little bit of Spanish in me. Yeah, there we go. I don't think it's good for you. I don't think, I think apart from getting your vitamin D, which doesn't take very long, you only need to be in the sun for something like 10 minutes with your skin exposed, with some skin exposed, to get your vitamin D produced by the body. So there you go. You know, carrot jelly tanning cream. I used to use, what was it called? I used to use, I think it was Burgasol, and I used to use this blue gel, and it was designed for pale skin. And you coated yourself in this blue gel to begin with, so you looked like blue on the beach on holiday, but it worked to prepare the skin for the sun for people that were really sensitive. So I used to use that to begin with. And there was also another one that I used to use. Oh God, Pisbuin. I used to use that as well, which was quite good. Well, yes, Pisbois. Whatever. Pisbuin, we used to call it. I'm from the north. We can't pronounce things. We used to use that, and that was really good. But Burgasol, they took off the market because it contained bergamot, which is actually reactive with the skin. It's whatever they call it. What do they call it? Photosensitive or something? So there you go. My tanning days are over. Some interference occurring. Oh dear, I don't think it's my end. Must be your end, Christine. Vitamin D is absorbed through the eyes. Is it? I thought it was produced by the skin. Yeah, the action of sun on the skin. I wouldn't expose my eyes to the sun. I wear sunglasses all the time. So if vitamin D was produced through the eyes, then I wouldn't be getting any vitamin D at all. So my vitamin D isn't deficient. So I'm not sure about that one. I have to check that out. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, well, funnily enough, I've used bergamot today in my vacuum cleaner to freshen the vacuum. I don't know whether you saw this video. To freshen the vacuum cleaner, you put a cotton wool ball, soak it in your favorite essential oil, and hoover it up, vacuum it up, and it will scent your vacuum cleaner. And I use bergamot to do that today. I always have bergamot. I always have lemongrass, lavender. What's the other one I have? Tea tree, eucalyptus, peppermint, and frankincense, and patchouli. Those are the essential oils that I always have in stock, which I love.
I like grapefruit.
Paul likes grapefruit. Do you, Paul?
It's fresh.
Lemongrass is fresher than grapefruit, I think you'll find.
You can't eat it.
Well, you can. You can use lemongrass in a curry, can't you? There you go. Olive oil. I know I've known a few people use olive oil or baby oil.
Mum used baby oil.
I mean, well, look at your mum's skin now, Paul. Exactly. I mean, you're basically cooking yourself using those kind of products on the beach or by the pool. No. My mum was a sun worshipper. She had very dark skin. But it was like leather, literally. Her chest, her décolletage was like leather, you know, and she was younger than me at that time. I don't want my skin to end up looking like leather. I'm preserving as much as I can, you know, really. Patchouli is a lovely scent, but you can't overuse patchouli because it can be quite cloying, can't it? It can be quite strong. Peppermint is my favorite at the moment. Peppermint has an initial freshness, but it mellows down and it has a woodiness about it. When it mellows down, it's quite delicious, actually. It's lovely. So there you go. I'm just going to have some water. Excuse me, won't you? I've got the vase. Now, water. In this hot weather, are you drinking enough water? Because people don't. And you'll be amazed that if you do drink large amounts of water on a hot day, you will feel cooler. You will. Honestly, it's true. Green Raven, I have been wearing sunglasses since I was a child. And you know what gets me? You know what really, really gets me and really pees me off is the number of people that do not wear sunglasses. When we were out yesterday in the car, it was bright sunny day, and the number of people walking around with their eyes screwed up, blasting sun into their eyes, it's just ridiculous. You know, I've always worn sunglasses. I always have several different pairs available to me. And I've always worn them. I can't, even in the winter, if it's sunny in the winter, I cannot go out without sunglasses on. I've got very sensitive eyes. And also it keeps the skin around the eyes protected from UV. You know, otherwise it will wrinkle. You know, I don't want crow's feet. Not yet. Not yet. Water intake. Drink, drink, drink. Even if you think you don't want anything to drink, drink some more. You know, it's so good for you. I cannot go to bed without water at the side of the bed because I have to hydrate throughout the night. I do, or else I'd shrivel into a small prune. Peppermint is lovely. I tell you, it's so refreshing and it's got so many depths to it. The fragrance of peppermint, that initial zing, like I say, which is extremely fresh and uplifting and clearing, mellows to a woodiness, which is so divine. It's lovely. So lovely. Well, Mandy, you should. You need to start wearing them. Make a vow to yourself and get yourself a really nice pair and wear them. Protect your eyes, you know. I think it's really important. And the world looks better in sunglasses, so much better, you know. It mellows the light, you can see colours more clearly, the contrast is better. Yeah, do it. Do it now. Hello, Zach. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Yes, Mandy, wear those sunglasses. I want to see you wearing them. Buy yourself, treat yourself to a really nice pair. Something glamorous and big. Yeah. Woo. There we go. I should do my own line of sunglasses, shouldn't I? Yes. I should do a lot of things. Hello, Mags. Welcome. I think you should, Mandy. I think you should. You know, you'll thank me for it. And sunscreen as well. While you're shopping for that, get yourself some sunscreen. You can get a really nice one by Neutrogena, and it's called Dry Touch, so it doesn't leave you looking like an oil slick. What? Laughs at everything I say. It's got no appreciation of cosmetics or the aesthetic. No appreciation at all. I'm wasted. Really? No, I am. Completely. Welcome, everybody. We've got 49 people watching. We hope you're all entertained. We're just talking about everyday things. That's what we do. Everyday things, normal things. Yes, I'm completely normal. You've got to understand this. I'm not crazy. I'm normal, just like you. Good, Mandy. Good. I want to see photographic evidence, please. You can send us an email or send us a doodah on, what's it called? Facebook. That's it. Hello, Pag. Welcome. Yes, I've got prescription sunglasses. In fact, I've got several pairs. Yes. In fact, I recently broke a pair and I need to go and get some new frames for the very expensive polarized lenses that I paid for. That's just reminded me that I've got to do that. It was most annoying. Hello, Bonnie. Welcome. I'm not normal. Normal is rather boring. Well, what is normal anyway? Really? What is normal? But, you know, we lead a normal life, quiet, sedate. We don't do anything crazy. What was I going to talk about? What were we watching on TV this week, Paul? Oh, I tell you what we did watch yesterday. Oh, God, honestly. Do you remember it? The Stepford Wives. Do you remember it?
The original.
From the original Stepford Wives. For those of you who've not seen it, this was a 70s movie. Was it a made-for-TV movie?
No.
Well, it looked pretty crap to me. Didn't look as though it had particularly high production values. The Stepford Wives. Hello, Mark. We watched it yesterday. What a load of rubbish that film was. I tell you, I don't know what the fuss was about. Again, another example of a sexist, women are all completely useless film. Really. I couldn't believe it. If you've never seen it, go and see it. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
It's a really crap movie. If you're going to see it, go and watch it.
Yeah. I mean, I remember it the first time round and like everybody was talking about it. But again, it's one of those movies that portrays all women to be completely and utterly helpless and totally incapable of fighting back against men. Those are not the women that I know in life.
Well, now.
Most of the women I've known in my life would quite happily punch a man if they needed to. And if they needed to fight to save their children from somebody, they would happily kill and turn into banshees. This film does not portray women in that way at all. Very bizarre. I just found it very strange watching it. And I just wanted to say to her, go on. I was going to swear then. I was going to say the F word. Go and kill him. You know, I was like, but she doesn't. The heroine of the story, she's not a heroine at all. She just stands there and goes, oh, like that before she's whatevered, in case you've never seen it. Oh, crazy, crazy. Well, yeah, but whatever it was, Kenneth, it portrayed women in a really poor light, really weak and helpless. Just crazy. You like the shirt? Thank you. It's like a work of art, this shirt. It's just like an abstract art. I love it. Yeah, but... Well, yeah, I don't know. It's just such a weird movie. It's so negative towards women. You know, just negative. I didn't particularly like it. I thought it was funny in places, you know, but I don't know. They remade it, didn't they, with old frozen face. What's her name? Nicole Kidman. They remade it. Yeah. Hi, Jeanette. Yeah, we did. Was it 1975? Yeah. There were some strange films out then. Really strange. What else have we watched this week, Paul? Have we watched anything this week? Oh, I know what we watched. We started watching another Hitchcock, To Catch a Thief. Now, I know people aren't going to like what I've got to say here, but I think it's overrated. Overrated movie. I was bored. I almost went into a coma, literally. It looked beautiful, but the storyline, dragorama, honestly, no, overrated. Really. We watched The Birds the other day. Again, strange movie. Yeah, it's not my favorite, really. Rear Window is still my favorite Hitchcock. The Birds, I can take or leave it. Again, helpless women running around going, can't even open a doorknob. I don't care of the reasons why it was filmed like that, but it's just annoying. Just annoying. Really annoying. No, I agree, Kathy. I think he made some humdingers actually, you know, that were actually not that good. I've seen better films at that time, of that era. You love Nicole Kidman, but why has she frozen her face? She can't move her face, can she? She looks like a doll. I don't mind her. She's not my favourite person, not my favourite actress, really. Really. Vertigo, yeah, Vertigo's quite good.
North by Northwest.
No, I'm not going to watch the remake either. North by Northwest, we watched that. That was okay. It was okay. I've seen it before. It was okay. No, he's not my favourite director. I know he was a genius in terms of trying new things, trying new angles, the use of models, you know, various things he did. And he sort of, you know, set the pace for other filmmakers. But no, he's not my favourite. It annoys me when people go on about things when clearly they're not that good, really. Okay, let me just go through the comments. Sorry. Some women act helpless. Think of Kim Kardashian. I'd rather not think of Kim Kardashian, frankly. You know what? I admire people who are talented and who display their talents and work hard with their talents to do a good job at whatever they do. I'm quite sure Kim Kardashian's a very nice person, but I'm not really sure what she's done. I know she's studied recently, studied law apparently, and good luck to her. I hope it goes really, really well for her. And you know, but I don't really know what she's done in society for the benefit of society, other than show herself to be some kind of strange cloned role model for young girls who want to look like her. I'm struggling with that one. I'm struggling. You don't watch remakes. I quite like a few remakes. Yeah, we enjoyed Total Recall. Nothing like the original at all. But it was a good movie. It was a good action movie. And it was, I think it was based more on the original novel, because the Total Recall original film was way away from the novel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was totally away from the original book. I was very annoyed recently. We were watching Tales of the City, and I was rather disappointed with it because they totally rewritten it. I was really, really rather annoyed, and I said, switch off, I can't watch anymore, because it's just not the books. They've just remade it for TV completely. That kind of thing really annoys me. When they take a perfectly good story and they say, somebody clearly says, oh, we can't do that because of this, and they rewrite it. No, that's just wrong. So I know what you mean in some respects of remakes. Other remakes, what? Have I watched any other remakes recently? Trying to think. No, I can't think. My brain is sort of, well, War of the Worlds. Yeah, we did watch the War of the Worlds.
Yeah,
Tom Cruise. Yeah, it didn't do it for me. It was a good film, but it didn't do it for me in terms of being a remake. Again, they rewrote the story.
Vanishes. I quite like the remake with her and him.
Oh, Elliot Gould and
quite like that.
Yes, The Lady Vanishes. That is a really good remake. What's her name? Sybil Shepherd. Yeah, that's really good. It's a really good movie. She's great. I mean, Sybil Shepherd was brilliant. And so was Elliot Gould as well. When was that made? In the 80s? Or the late 70s? No, the 80s. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, Mags, isn't it? You know, but I guess we're all part of that too, aren't we? Really? I think there are plenty of people on YouTube with zero talent.
Like us.
Yeah, you know. Well, no, I mean, you know, come on. You've got to have a certain amount of talent to be able to sit in front of a camera for almost 2 hours every Friday evening and talk non-stop. There's got to be a smidgen of talent there. I hope. I do hope. Well, you know, one tries to entertain. The Day the Earth Stood Still, the remake. Oh, have we seen that? I don't recall having seen that one. I love the original. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Well, yeah, the original one. Yeah, I love it. That's a great movie. Oh, Heather, you're very kind. Mags, you're very kind. You're very, very nice to us. Thank you. Chris, you're very kind. Thank you. I feel rather warm. Is it warm in here? Now that wind's dropped? The wind has dropped. And there was a cool breeze going through before, and I think it's sort of going a bit still. I think this is the beginning of this heat plume that we're getting tomorrow. You're back, Sarah. Welcome back. I'm drinking water. Whew. Yes, maybe it is. Maybe it's a love flush. Maybe I'm blushing slightly with all the compliments. Good question, Chris. I think we're going to have something quick tonight. For lunch, we had homemade soda bread rolls that Paul made in the frying pan.
We've got one left each.
And we've got one each left. I had cheese and tomato on mine. We had them still warm.
I had Marmite.
Paul had Marmite and cheese and lettuce.
It was nice.
Marmite, cheese and lettuce. Really? Anyway, so I think we're probably going to have something quick, nutritious.
Lemon couscous.
We've got some lemon couscous.
Cottage cheese.
Now, what is it about the lemon couscous, Paul? How did you make the lemon couscous?
I did couscous and then put lemon juice and lemon
Oh,
zest.
he made couscous and put lemon with it. How easy. And it tasted divine. But we need something else with that, Paul. We need a vegetable.
We've got lettuce.
We've got lettuce. What else have we got? Tomatoes. We'll probably have, what we do in summer very often is we just do a sort of plated salad. So you just chop a load of bits and pieces onto your plate and just eat them, obviously. And that's the easiest thing to do when you don't want to cook. You know, you have a little bread with it, you have some lettuce, tomatoes, cottage cheese, couscous, blah, blah, blah. My mouth is watering already. I'm quite hungry. You've hit 100 degrees. Oh, goodness me. Oh, dear. Cheese and crisp sandwiches.
Oh.
Roasted eggplant. Have we got any crisps?
No.
We haven't got any crisps, so we can't do that.
Mags could send some.
Couscous is easy. You don't have to do anything. You just need to put some hot water with it, some boiling water. Boiling water, let it soak. Et voila. Add some flavoring ingredients, some stock maybe, some vegetables, some, you know, onion, sultanas, broad beans, chopped peppers, lemon juice, some nuts, whatever you want. You've got a beautiful couscous salad. Quick and easy to make, 10 minutes max. Yeah, I think it's very easy. Okay, Bonnie, that sounds good. Thank you. Bulgur wheat. Oh, yeah, lovely. We love a bit of bulgur wheat as well. And again, that's a quick thing to do. Some people heat couscous again, you know, to drive off any excess moisture. You can do that, but it's lovely just chilled as a salad. Yeah, why not? There we go. I'm just checking I've not missed anybody's messages. We've got 52 people watching. Thank you, everybody. It's really nice. Hi, Jordan. There we go. Just checking I haven't missed anybody. I do apologize. No, I don't think I've missed anybody. So, yeah. Summer food. I love salads. And I love quick food as well. But I do adore our winter food. As you all know, we've shown you many videos of us cooking winter dishes. But it's time to, you know, eat a little more lightly now, rather than stuffing our faces full of chilies, lasagnas, pasta, and God knows what else. Plus, in the warm weather, you don't want to heat the house up with the oven, really. I say to Paul, no oven food. Not now. And he doesn't. But he did put the frying pan on earlier. We could have had Rivita, Paul, for lunch. You didn't need to make bread rolls. You fancied them. Oh, well, did you? Good. We love soups as well, but I tell you what I can't stand. I'll tell you what I cannot stand. Chilled soups. If I ever come to your house and you serve a chilled soup, I'm not going to be eating it. No. An acquaintance of ours many years ago made that
gazpacho.
Gazpacho. No, I can't even think about it. Oh God, she put bread in it. She put bread in it. She grated bread into it. Grated bread into a cold tomato soup. The dirty bastard. It was the vilest thing I've ever tasted. We were sat in the garden having a garden lunch. Mine went into the garden. I poured it into the garden and went, that was lovely. And she said, do you want some more? I said, no, I'm rather full now. I think that plant died that I poured it onto. Honestly, it's disgusting. Oh, you're right, Sarah. Cold soup is minging, completely minging.
Chilled cucumbers.
No, never. Never. Don't ever make it. It will get thrown away, or the dog will eat it.
What dog?
I didn't eat it. Heather, I didn't eat it. I had one spoonful, felt the snotty, slimy bread in my mouth, and thought, I cannot eat this.
We don't like soggy bread.
I don't like slimy textures. No. I don't like anything slimy in my mouth. Thank you very much. It's not going to happen. No. So anything like shellfish or things like that. Jelly, I don't mind jelly. Jelly and ice cream, I don't mind that. And I don't mind Turkish delight either. But no, slimy things, although I do like tomatoes. But I don't want to ever eat anything jellied, like eels. No. No, no, no. No, thank you. Friday frittata, Jeanette. Lovely. Sounds divine. Minging. Minging means yuck, disgusting. That's what minging means. Yeah. Horrible. It's an English slang word. Yeah, there we go. Trifle. Oh, I love a trifle. A sherry trifle with lots of sherry. It's the only time I really enjoy drinking is when I have a trifle. Egg white not cooked. Oh! Yeah. Somebody once served me a fried egg with snot around. No, it's got to be cooked. An egg's got to be cooked. Really? Oh, no. No, 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 no. Start using it, Heather. It's a great word. It is, Nettie. Chilled soup is wrong, wrong, wrong. Hello, Marion. A chickpea salad. Oh, yeah, I love a chickpea. We had some lovely homemade hummus the other day. It was really nice. Oh, yeah. I don't heave that easily, but my gag reflex kicks in quite readily if something disgusting is served to me. Food should look appealing. Now, this is one thing that we learned when I did Cookery O level, which I passed, that the initial view of food is very important because it begins the digestive process. That's why our mouths water. The saliva and the salivary amylase is preparing to start digesting the food because digestion begins in the mouth. There we are. That's why it's important that food looks appealing, you know? I mean, look at those cookery books from the 70s. Have you ever seen them? Oh, God, some of the things that Fanny Craddock used to make just looked disgusting. Oh, vile. And food photography was really poor in the 70s, wasn't it? You know? Okay, Jeanette, Armed Forces Day in Salisbury. Have a good day. Hope it goes well. Reg, you're a chef. You love cooking. We love cooking as well. But I'd hate to be a chef. It's such hot work, isn't it? In a kitchen like that. But that's great. What's your favorite dish to cook, Reg? Tell us. Sarah, you're going to the Armed Forces Day in Gillingham. We'll have a lovely day. Enjoy it. Hi, Gabriella. You've made it. Well done. You love to cook pasta. Do you make your own pasta? Obviously, you do. You're a chef. We've got a pasta maker, haven't we, in the store?
Yeah.
We went through a bout of making our own pasta. It was good fun, actually. We made ravioli. We made lasagna. We made, what else do we make? Those flat ones. What are they called?
Tagliatelle.
Tagliatelle. And we had a little drying rack as well. I think I ended up using it for undies. But it was really good. Yeah. When you think of all the lard that was in your diet, well, Bonnie, we all had lard when we were kids. That's how you fried things. You fried things in lard. That was what people did. You know, I don't think it was. I think they're sort of saying now that it's not as bad as we thought it was. It's all about the amount, isn't it, that you eat? You know, if you're having fried food all the time, and a lot of people do, that's not particularly good for you, because fried food is basically carcinogenic. You know, if it's fried at a very high temperature in an unstable oil, it's not very good for you. So we should be avoiding that and having it as treats, you know. I mean, it's like people that eat out all the time. Can't be that healthy for you, eating rich food all the time, you know. People used to spread dripping, didn't they, on bread? But you see, exactly, it's like butter. We have butter. We don't eat it every day, but we have butter. We don't have margarine because, frankly, I don't want that plastic crap. You know, but butter, organic butter, there's nothing wrong with it, you know, as long as you don't eat it all the time. You know, we don't need that much fat, but we need a certain amount of fat in our diets because of the fat soluble vitamins, for example. We can't absorb them without fat. So, you know, people say, oh, I'm cutting fat out of my diet, I'm never eating fat again. It's completely and utterly wrong. And actually, people can become malnourished because they're not getting enough fat in their diets.
Daniel Craig
So,
Banty, he collapsed.
Yeah, it's not particularly good for you. So, you know, there you go. So, Reg, you work in Italy. Oh, wonderful. Italian pasta. How fabulous. How fabulous. I bet your pasta is divine.
In Milan.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sorry, I'm just catching up. I think it's just about amounts. That's what we have to look at in any diet. You know, the body functions at an optimal level with the right amounts of nutrition. That's what we have to think of. If you eat too much of anything, it's not going to be good for you. That's it. You can forget all your stupid diets. I'm sorry, but the paleo diet is a load of rubbish. And the keto diet is also a load of rubbish and very bad for you. So I'm sorry, I'm not an advocate of those kind of fad diets. If you want to really get into nutrition, study nutrition, get a nutrition book, and do what science tells us. And that's eat the right amount of things, you know, and get the right nutrients into your body. That's how our bodies work. Full stop. End of discussion. Yeah, exactly. I know. You know, if we all went back to the basics, you know, like I've just said, the basics of nutrition, and learn properly from scratch, as I did at school, you know, we would go into life armed with the right kind of knowledge to eat the right kind of things. You know, we would automatically avoid too much of the crap that is sold to us in the shops as food. It's not food, you know, it's rubbish. So just stop eating it. And people say, oh, I'm putting weight on. Well, that's because you're eating a load of crap. You know, eat sensibly, you know, eat well, eat good stuff. You're much less likely to get sick, you know. Portion control, why is it so hard? Oh, I totally agree with you. That's pure human weakness. But you know what? I'd rather eat a load of my own home cooked food and eat a little bit too much and put weight on like that, rather than eating plastic food, pre-packed plastic rubbish, you know. At least what I'm putting into my body, even if I'm eating too much of it, it's good stuff, you know. And also, we don't exercise enough, do we? You know, our bodies are not designed to sit around chatting on YouTube for 2 hours. They're not. They're designed to be on the go doing stuff. And yes, not everybody can. I agree with that. You know, some people's bodies let them down. Mine does very often with my back. But we need to be moving the parts of our bodies that we can move as much as possible. For example, you know, I try to work my hands and arms as much as I can when I'm sat down at work. You know, I'm constantly flexing my fingers because I have issues with my hands. So we need to keep things moving for them to work as well as they can. And people don't. People just sit around for hours on end, doing nothing, eating rubbish. It's not right. It's not right for the human body, you know? Jane Kelly, you snuck in there. I didn't see you join us. Well, food is an industry. It's a huge industry. They will come up with all sorts of rubbish to sell us that they know people will buy. Because they market it, they advertise it, they know how to get you. Be savvy, be wise, shop local, shop small. You know, don't go, forget your Tesco's, your Sainsbury's, your Waitrose, forget them. Pop in there if you need a specialist item or two occasionally, but shop local, shop small. You know, buy food that hasn't been sat in a refrigeration truck for 6 months before it's reached the shelves, you know. There we go. That's my rant over with now. Rob, I didn't see you join us. Welcome. Sorry, I've been going on and on and on about food and the politics of food. Really. It's greed. It's greed, greed, greed. People lining each other's pockets. There we are. I'm having a vape break now. Are you ready for the vape break? I know some of you enjoy this part, but I'm ready. Are you? Must be a draft because my smoke rings aren't coming out very well. Oh, well, I'll just have to do it again. Too much of a draft going on. Sorry, the rings weren't as perfect as they normally are. I do like a perfect ring. There we are, lovely. Gabriella, what, you quit smoking, or are you replacing the nicotine with anything? I find the best way is to replace the nicotine for a short while. So, Reg, you're an American, but you work in Italy. Oh, how wonderful, how lovely. Oh, really? I don't think so. Hey, girl. Dee's in the house. Say hi to Dee, everybody. San Francisco has banned the sale of vapes and e-cigs. Well, you know what? I feel a lot better vaping than I did when I smoked. And, you know, there's actually not that much evidence that it's horrendous. Yes, I know some people have had issues with vaping, but my doctor knows about it and she's cool with it because she'd rather I vaped than smoked. I don't vape that much, really. But I know that if I didn't, I'd probably end up smoking again, really. So I think it's good. So that's the name of the restaurant. I can't pronounce Italian. Orazia
Marisa.
Oh, all right, Paul. Paul's been to Italy once and he thinks he can speak Italian.
I've been to Italy several times.
You're using chewing gum. Yeah, the chewing gum made me feel sick. I have used the gum. It didn't work for me. I tried patches. They just didn't work. Well, they did work, but they gave me really bad dreams. And yeah, I just didn't have that feeling of satisfaction. And I need that satisfaction. Yes. There we are. I don't understand that, Bonnie. People use flashlights to make their batteries. I wonder why it blows up on them. I don't understand that. Sorry, Bonnie, can you clarify?
Is that to do with vaping?
Is that, yeah, are you talking about vaping, Bonnie? Have I missed anybody? I do apologise.
Dee's just...
No, I've said hello to Dee.
Oh.
No, I don't think I've missed anybody. So, I'm not going to spend 2 hours tonight. I'm sorry to those of you who've arrived late. Really? No, I'm joking. I'm not going for 2 hours tonight. No, 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 no. Because I want to have an evening. Somebody suggested to me that I maybe do this chat a little later in the evening. That I maybe start a little later during the summer because people are doing other things. What do you think of that? Do you think I should? Because it's up to you, really. Dee, it's they're little cartridges that I buy. It's an e-cigarette. I don't use those machines. I don't like them. I can't be bothered with the cleaning out of them and all of that. I have had one. And it was too much vape. I don't want to ingest all of that vapor. I just want a little hit. So they're little, you know, I buy these. I buy those and I buy them online and I'm happy with them. So it's menthol. That's the flavor. Reg. Favorite food? Oh, goodness me. Probably pasta. Probably.
Or good stew.
A good stew. A good pie. Vegetarian, of course. I do love to make lasagna. You probably make it beautifully. I do a vegetarian version. I like a good moussaka as well. It's making me really hungry now. A beautiful salad. It would be easier for you, Bonnie. You're giving me your availability there. No, we're not vegan. We kind of eat a little fish, but we don't eat meat. We eat a little dairy, but we don't tend to drink cow's milk. So there you go. Yeah. A good chili. Oh, absolutely. A good chili.
Curry.
If I do 7 p.m., I replace the one show. That's true. Yeah, Dee, I mean, you know, smoking. I used to love smoking. And I always used to think it was so cool. And I loved a cigarette.
Cool.
I loved a cigarette. But now I don't smoke. Whenever I walk behind somebody who is smoking, I find the smell of cigarettes really, ugh, I mean, I'm talking, you know, packet cigarettes. I used to roll my own with nice tobacco, and they had a different fragrance to them, but the smell of stale, ugh. But it always used to remind me of my mum, actually, because the smell of, I'll tell you what used to remind me of my mum, the smell of cigarette smoke and the smell of lipstick. Because, you know, when we used to go out as children, of course, she would, if you had something on your face, she'd be smoking a cigarette and then she'd lick a handkerchief and she'd wipe your face. So that had that combined sort of smell of lipstick and cigarette smoke. So always reminds me of my mum. But my mom was a smoker and she died at 52 of lung cancer. So that kind of forced me to really, really try to get to grips. About 8 years ago, I think it was, that I gave up. Yeah. I'm not saying that tobacco and smoking have not passed my lips in that time, because they have a couple of occasions I've lapsed, or I've been at a party and, you know, something has passed my lips, but that's very occasional now, very occasional. Yeah, you know, never say never. Yeah, it's not very it's not a very nice disease. It's a killer, and it's not a very pleasant death. So there we go. Oh yeah, Mags, we did as well. My mum used to send us to the garage to get 20 Carlton Premium. They were in a purple box. I remember them very well. Yeah, in those days you could. It wasn't against the law to send your kids to the shop to get cigarettes. There was no law against it when I was a child. We used to go to the shop all the time to get things. We used to go to the local farm to buy potatoes and eggs, and to the local garage to buy sweets and cigarettes. Yeah. And the off license as well. My mum used to send me to get Bacardi rum, which is what she used to drink, Bacardi and Coke. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I do like Quorn. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the comments. I do like Quorn. Okay, driving through the English countryside on a beautiful summer evening with the windows down, one of my best songs came on the radio. What would you have on? Oh God, that's a good question, Jane. Oh, I have no idea. It would probably be something by Kate Bush, probably, but I don't know what. What would yours be, Jane? Tell us. The pigeon, no, he's not up the chimney. I think he's in the tree.
He's on the other, I can hear him over there.
Oh, he's over the road. He's over the road, or she's over the road. We don't know which. It is over the road. So we're getting lots of, oh, Barry White. Oh, I love that song, You're My First, My Last. Yeah, my everything.
Laura says rumours too.
Rumours. Yeah, I like quiet as well, Heather. I don't listen to music an awful lot. Oh, I love incense. I don't burn it all the time. The floral dance, yeah, one of my favorites.
Floral dance.
Why did the pigeon cross the road? I don't know. Why did you cross the road, pigeon? Tell us. Do now. Hotel California, the Beatles.
No.
Not really into the Beatles. Yeah, exactly, Dee. Well, you know, our staff at work, they're not allowed to smoke whilst on duty at all, because they work with clients. I work for the NHS and the local authority, Ealing Council, and yeah, they're not allowed. Sorry, just going through the comments. Do we know Queens? What do you mean?
Queen, I assume.
Queens from London? Queens? What is it? A
Queen
restaurant?
What?
What is that, Reg? Is that a restaurant or Queens? I'm not familiar with that. John Denver. Oh, I quite like a bit of John Denver. Rocky Mountain High.
Oh, what about the walk 1,000 miles?
Oh, you mean Queen? Yeah, we know Queen. You like Queen? Yeah, Freddie Mercury. May he rest in peace. Marvin Gaye. Yeah, John Denver was good. He had some good songs. You love Freddie Mercury. Yeah, he was good. He was a very talented man, wasn't he? Yeah. He was very talented. Something mellow. Yeah, I like something mellow as well. So we're 1 hour, 16 minutes into the chat. We've got 52 people with us. I just want to say thank you to all of you for joining me this evening, this lovely balmy summer evening. I think we should sit outside for a little bit, Paul, at some point and enjoy the smell of the petunias.
Your smelly petunias.
Oh, he's not reacted to that.
Oh, I like Tracy Chapman, yeah.
Nana Muscori. I like a bit of Nana. Yeah, or Nana, as she's probably called. Yeah, she had a beautiful voice. Tupac? What do you mean, who is Tupac?
Tupac?
He's on another planet, isn't he? He's on another planet. Yeah. Chopin or Beethoven. I like a bit of Chopin.
Chopin.
Yes, I do. I like a bit of Chopin. A little bit of piano. Yeah. You have a piano, Reg. Good. Bit of Madonna. This is your Glastonbury. Glastonbury. Now, I've got a couple of friends who've gone to Glastonbury. They're going to be sweltering tomorrow and today. Sweltering. Oh, no way, Jose. I couldn't do that. No, I could. Cher. I don't mind a bit of Cher. Yeah, I like a bit of Prince. Debussy.
Oh, I like Debussy.
You love 70s songs the best, Reg. I like a bit of 70s. Reminds me of my childhood. Yes. The Carpenters. Don't mind a bit of the Carpenters. She gets on my nerves after a while. After about 4 songs, I find her voice a bit samey. No, I do. She had a beautiful voice, but it's a bit samey after a while. It's like you can only listen to so much ABBA without it starting to grate, you know. No, I've never really been into the Beatles, Bonnie. They've never really done it for me. It was kind of old people's music. When I was a child, it was like, oh God, do we have to listen to the Beatles? It's so old. That's how I felt about the Beatles. And, you know, it's more my parents' era really than mine. You know, yeah. No, I don't think everybody likes the Beatles, just like everybody doesn't like ABBA. And I love ABBA, but I don't like to listen to them that often. Mary J. Blige. Yeah, I like a bit of Mary J. Blige. She's quite nice.
Who's she?
Your mum is a singer and your dad's a chef, Reg. Lovely. Boy George. Well, I didn't mean it to be derogatory, Bonnie. I was saying from my perspective as a child, then in the 70s, when my parents put any of their music on, we were like, turn it off. We don't like it. We wanted to listen to our music from the 70s, you know? Beyonce, no, not into Beyonce particularly. I'm one of those people who can take or leave Beyonce.
What have I typed?
What have you typed, Paul? Bonnie, neither of us like the Beatles. Be inserted to see the new film, though.
Interested.
Interested, he means, not inserted. He's not inserting anything on my channel, I'm afraid. No, not going to see that. That's a different channel. Insertions. George Harrison, yeah, I can take or leave George Harrison, I'm afraid. Soul Train. Now, Soul Train, they used to have on the BBC Two channel, Soul Train, when I was a child. They used to have Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In as well, which I used to enjoy. Yeah, Yesterday, that new movie where the guy wakes up and he's gone into a parallel universe where the Beatles never existed. Yeah.
Ride of the Valkyries.
Bob Marley. I've never really been into Bob Marley particularly. He's not my bag, really.
Taylor Swift, was she the...
Taylor Swift. Everybody
Disney,
talks about Taylor
Disney
Swift.
one.
I don't know who Taylor Swift is. I'm sorry.
Disney
Got no
one.
idea. I don't know, Paul. I've never heard a Taylor Swift song, just like I've never heard a Lady Gaga song. They're not really people that I'm into.
The
Well,
Nun was dancing to Lady Gaga.
Poker Face or something. I don't know. I don't know. Marvel. No, I'm not really into Marvel stuff particularly. George Michael, yeah. I mean, George Michael was great. He was a genius. Acker Bilk, Freddie and the Dreamers. Well, you know, actually, now I'm a bit older, there's a lot of 60s music that I really, really love. Just not the Beatles. Because there was a lot of really good music around at that time. It was a real, you know, it was a real, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Revolution in musical tastes, wasn't it? Because you had all the really sedate tastes of the 40s, you know, going into the 50s, and then rock and roll exploded, and the 60s was just change, wasn't it? You know? And there's a lot of good music in the 60s. Yeah, I wouldn't know Lady Gaga if she poked me in the face. I really wouldn't. Tom Jones, yeah, he's okay.
Delilah.
Delilah, yeah. Paul doesn't know who Tupac is. He's got no idea at all.
I don't know. Is it?
Our musical tastes kind of came to a halt, really, in the sort of 2000s, didn't they? We were still young enough around like 2000 to 2005, all that time around there. We were still young enough to be getting into the pop music of the time. And then it kind of grounds to a halt. As you reach 40, you sort of start getting nostalgic. By the time you reach 50, you're like, I hate all this new music. And you just don't listen to it if you're not into music. We're not particularly big music consumers. That's the thing. And we're very set in our ways. We're very, you know, set with our musical tastes. So I do experiment occasionally. I will listen to new stuff on Amazon because I like to test the waters and see if it's any good. But I'm frequently let down because a lot of things sound the same, you know, and that to me is not creativity. I want to hear different music. I want to hear music that stretches me, that challenges me, that gives me a new perspective. I'm sorry, but a lot of the new artists don't do that. They're just regurgitating stuff that other people do. They're all using the same producers. They all sound the same. They really do. So, you know, I don't know. I don't see any kind of revolutions. I mean, you've got bands that come along occasionally, like Christine and the Queens. You know, people like that who really do give you a sort of slightly different viewpoint, you know, because they talk about subject matter which is really different. So, you know, that's the way I feel anyway. I'm sure, Heather. Okay, Anna K. Absolutely, Reg. It's an amazing track. Dolly Parton. Oh, I love Dolly. Love a bit of Dolly. Shame she has to mime at her live shows, because she mimed when she did Glastonbury. Oh, yeah. No, I do love electronic music, but when I say electronic music, I don't necessarily mean the electronic sounds that are used. I like soundscapes that are created with electronic sounds. That's kind of what I get into. Bands that really stretch it, you know, bands like Orbital, they always, you know, push the envelope with electronic sounds to create new stuff, you know. Anyway, no, Rolling Stones, I've never got the Rolling Stones, really. I never really thought they were that good. They might be good live, but I've never been particularly interested. The Orb, love the Orb. You know, people that really push it, you know, and give you something unique that tickles your ears, that makes you sit up and think, oh, I've never heard that before. You know, that's what I really like. But anyway, as soon as I get a sniff that somebody sounds like somebody else, I'm not interested. Or if it's too hyped, I'm not interested. I wait for the hype to go down and make my own decision, you know? Anyway. There we go. I'm going to make a move now. It's an hour and 27 minutes. Feels warm in here tonight. Has the wind dropped, Paul? I can't see. I think it has, hasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that heat is on the way, folks. I feel it. I think it's going to be a sticky night. Yeah. And not in a good way. James Bay, no, I've not.
Oh,
exactly.
Partridge Family, yeah.
Partridge Family. I remember the Partridge Family.
It was Jean-Michel Jarre, yeah.
Jean-Michel Jarre, love Jean-Michel Jarre. I'm not sure what the level of humidity is here now. I think it's quite high. I think it's going to be a sticky night for us. And I think tomorrow's going to be disgusting. And, oh, yeah, there you go. Okay, thank you, Pag. Thank you very much. We are going to say goodbye because we need to eat. And it's time to settle down and have our evening and get ready for our steamy hot Saturday. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you then? Bye, Reg. Thank you for joining us. And remember, everybody, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We post regularly. Thank you, Mark. You can't wait for Sunday chat, Karen. Well, we will.
Sunday chat!
Oh, God. We'll see you on Sunday for Sunday chat.
Sunday chat!
Don't say it again, Paul, or I will murder you. Thank you, everybody. We're going to say goodbye now. We're going to have a relaxing Saturday and then probably a busy Sunday and then back to work on Monday for the usual 2.5 days. Lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. And yeah, have a safe weekend. Don't go jumping in any cold water and getting into difficulties, as some people seem to be doing at the moment in the UK, and drowning themselves. Silly. Don't do it. Oh, Bonnie, don't worry about it. I don't require people to give thumbs up. It's not a requirement, dear. I don't ever ask people to give me a thumbs up because, you know, people do what they want to do, and that's fine by me. The fact that people tune in, watch, and take part in a discussion and do it every week is great. That's, you know, that's all I ask. And that people subscribe to the channel, that's also a great thing to do. But, you know, people don't have to give thumbs up. It's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. Bye, Elizabeth. Thank you. Bye, Mark. Thanks, everybody. It's been great. We've enjoyed it. We're going to press goodbye now. I'm going to press end stream. Thanks, Chris. Thank you. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Sheila. Bye for now. I'm saying goodbye. Thank you very much. You're very welcome. Have a good weekend, everybody. Stay safe. Take care. I'll see you soon. Thank you, Reg. Glad you enjoyed it. That's what I like to hear. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Bye, everybody. I'm clicking end stream now. I'm going to click it. Bye for now. Take care. Toodaloo. Toodle pip. I'm hanging up first. Bye. There we are. Lovely.